Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Thursday, July 17, 2025. In the headlines, police investigating deaths of baby in daycare and teenager in Vendome. Manager of Melva Street Fish Market responds to last weekend's incident at Fish Market. Melva Street Fisher folk calling for better communication and support. Seed beneficiaries now tapping into convenience with ATM cards. Also in the news, regionally, $350 million to mitigate drought conditions across Jamaica. Internationally, UK's voting age to be lowered to 16 by next general elections. Plus in the sports news, Andre Russell to retire from international cricket, while Team Grenada continues preparation for major regional outings.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kenroy. Baptiste. Police are investigating the death of a teenager in Vendome, St. George. Christina John has this report.
Local law enforcement has launched an investigation into the tragic death of a teenager in Vendome, St. George, after his body was reportedly discovered unresponsive inside his home Thursday morning. According to sources, the 17-year-old male was allegedly found hanging, and while investigations are ongoing, early indications suggest there are no signs of foul play. GBN has learned that the deceased was a recent graduate of the Presentation Brothers College, and his death has sent shockwaves throughout the community. Residents describe the teenager as a humble individual, many struggling to come to terms with the sudden loss. One concerned community member, while not assigning blame, encouraged families to foster open communication with their children, noting that young people often face silent struggles that can be difficult to express. Parliamentary Representative for St. George Northeast, Honorable Ron Redhead, also weighed in on the tragedy, expressing condolences to the family.
So I was very touched by the information which we received this morning about the potential suicide, particularly to a young person. So this reminds us of a darkness which can befall any community at any given time, and it's something that we unfortunately must always be prepared for. Suicide is something that is slowly becoming rampant. I know the Ministry of Mental Health is specifically looking into giving more support and assistance and developing the framework so that people would be able to not reach that position. So it was very unfortunate to the family, the community. I extend my greatest and deepest sympathies with the situation. I ask that we, as a community, come together. We would give some support through the Ministry of Social Development to the family and those affected, his friends, and all the loved ones. On my behalf, I say to you that we are deeply saddened by this the extent of why he did it, but we are deeply saddened and will wish the family all the best and strength, notwithstanding this difficulty.
According to a press release from the Royal Grenada Police Force on Thursday, officers responded to a report after the deceased was discovered hanging at his residence. He was pronounced dead at the scene by a medical practitioner. A post-mortem examination will be conducted to determine the exact cause of death. Christina John, GBN News.
A mother in St. Andrew is in mourning this evening after her 5-month-old daughter was found unresponsive at a daycare center sometime after 4 p.m. on Wednesday. Authorities were alerted after staff discovered the infant not breathing during routine care. Officials from the Royal Grenada Police Force have confirmed that they have launched a full investigation into the circumstances surrounding this incident at the daycare facility. An autopsy will be conducted to determine the cause of death. Meanwhile, sympathy messages are flowing across social media offering support and prayers for the mother. The family has since requested privacy during this difficult time. Well, one of the managers at the Melville Street Fish Market, Sean Niles, is sharing his side of the story in relation to last weekend's incident at the fish market, which resulted in the cancellation of fishermen's birthday celebrations. Christina John spoke with him on Thursday.
One of the managers at the Melville Street Market, Sean Niles, has broken his silence following a tense incident on Saturday that led to his walkout from the market compound. According to information received by GBN, tension flared after it was discovered that fishermen from Trinidad and Tobago were allegedly selling goods they were not authorized to distribute on the island. The situation escalated when the individuals were detained by the Grenada Coast Guard and subsequently released, a decision that did not sit well with several local fisherfolk.
Right? So the vessel came from Trinidad and they were fishing in our waters illegally. So the fishing vessel came in sometime in April. They were allegedly cleared by customs, but they fished in our waters from April to at least last Friday. So they were holding all our species and selling back to us. So in other words, they're holding Grenada fish and sell it back to Grenadians, which is illegal. And that carries a fine of almost $500,000, even imprisonment time. You know? So we are trying to protect the fisher folks. But then they're fighting against us who are fighting for them.
The fallout from the incident led to the cancellation of the planned fisherman's birthday celebration scheduled for last Sunday. The event was abruptly called off, a move some local fishermen viewed as a sign of disrespect by the authorities, given the traditional nature of the celebration. However, in his statement, Niles offered an explanation defending the decision and providing context for the cancellation.
In a nutshell, on Saturday, I came to the market at 6:30 on Saturday morning to organize for Fisherman Celebrations Sunday, which I'm a big part of. Taking into consideration, we were informed of a fishing vessel that was fishing illegally in our water since April. We were on high alert. That vessel, that foreign vessel, that illegal foreign vessel came to the fish market on Saturday morning at about 7:30. I immediately interviewed them. They didn't offer any form of resistance or anything. We had a chat, we told them what the rules and things were, which they knew of quite well. Then the Coast Guard was called. The Coast Guard took them away and to do what they're supposed to do. From the time that came, I was met with a slew of insults. Vendors, fishermen alike, even people from the outside who has nothing to do with fishing. I was attacked. Brutal slander, consistently. It came in torrents, right? Anyway, so what I'm saying, strong words were exchanged, and I left. I left to get myself out of that situation because I didn't want to lose my life. I don't want anybody, shove their hand in my nose, if you know what I meant. And I promise not to come on Sunday to the event because they were promising to boycott the event. So any boycott was led by them.
Stakeholders at the Melville Street Fish Market are hoping for clearer communication and stronger collaboration going forward. Christina John, GBN News.
Meanwhile, Melville Street Fisher Folk are calling for better communication and support. Here's the report.
Folk at the Melville Street Market are calling for improved dialogue and greater transparency from market management as they express growing frustration over what they see as ongoing neglect to their concerns. In an interview with a GBN reporter earlier this week, several long-serving vendors spoke out, saying communication with management has been lacking.
In the fishing sector, to put the fishing sector forward is unity. And we don't have unity, we don't have communication, we don't have dialogue. And we can't be fighting, officers cannot be fighting against downstairs. Fishermen cannot be fighting against fisheries officer. Fisheries officer cannot be fighting against fishermen. If something goes wrong, we are big people. Let us sit down, dialogue, and let us start the way forward. Because we could never go forward in the fishing sector. For how much years now we've been struggling, and we are going to continue to struggle if we are continuing to have people managing us that is not taking the time out to sit down and dialogue with us instead of treating us like stepchildren. We are not stepchildren. We are human beings too.
The fishermen emphasized that their long-standing contribution to Grenada's fishing industry are not being properly acknowledged. Many also claim they are not receiving the concession and support they believe are owed to them, particularly when it comes to access to affordable materials needed to sustain their trade.
Just imagine we pulling in how much millions of dollars in fishing sector. If you look around this fish market, tell me where how much $1 million, how much coming to here to develop here, even to develop the infrastructure, to develop the human resources into that. Only the bigger boys are that get the benefit. Training opportunity will come up. Who gets it? Who goes away? No fisherman go away. Most of the time we hear this person flying in, this person flying in. All right, if you're giving us concession on any equipment, there is, for instance, fishing line, fishing hook. If you say it's concessionary, how here the fishermen getting that concession, the ordinary man to go back at the same price as the fisherman. Is that concession? Who's pulling who?
In response, current market manager Sean Niles stated that while management is trying to work with fisher folk, their efforts are often met with pushback.
Case in point, Crystalina. 3 weeks ago, a team from the Ministry of Health came to the fish market to help us bring our standards up to par, meet safety rules and regulations so that the customers could get fish in the best quality. That too was met by resistance by some of the vendors. And the officer that was in charge of the team was attacked personally until he promised to call the police and give them a lawyer because of what they were saying. Right? And then again, there's no respect for the chief fisheries officer. A lot of things were laid out and in that same bacchanal about the chief fisheries officer. Right? So obscenities is not something new coming from the vendors. Right? Then we have another person from a reputable fishing company on the western side who was right there and they attacked him as well. So I'm saying, it's a real challenge. It is. They have to know that we are working for them and not against them.
Christina John, GBN News.
Coming up in network news, seed beneficiaries now tapping into convenience using their own ATM cards. We'll talk about that.
Do you have multiple loan payments? Is your debt weighing you down? Ariza has the solution. Simplify your loan with Ariza's Simplify Loan promotion. Now you can combine all your payments into one easy, manageable loan. Enjoy lower interest rates, flexible repayment terms, and more cash in hand for what truly matters. Less stress, more freedom. Live comfortably while reaching your financial goals. Ariza helps you simplify your life because you deserve financial freedom. Apply now. Visit any Ariza branch or WhatsApp us at 423-4987.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Wednesday, August 6th, Concept Events, together with Flatlands Park Ship and Print, present Pre-Day, Black and Bougie. Jalpree celebrates with all his friends. This is Pre-Day, featuring the Viking, Bungee Guard, the Alliance, and the Viking. Problem Child, GBN Neutral, Full Blow, Kutain, and a command performance by the Jab Boss himself, Jalpree. We coming through. Top international DJ, Grenada National Stadium. Gates open at 10 p.m. Showtime 11 p.m. All early bird tier 1 tickets have already been sold out. Grenada, get ready. This is Pre-Day, Black and Bougie.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
It's a busy world, and we all know the saying, time is money. Meet Candice and Oliver. They both have busy days ahead. Let's see how that goes. Candice is in a rush, off to the bank, again. Oh, looks like she didn't plan for traffic, or this long line either. Now let's check in on Oliver. His morning starts a little differently. Using his phone, Oliver makes a peer-to-peer transfer and pays his bills, all while having his morning coffee. At the store, Oliver checks his finances with online banking. Candice? Still waiting. Back to Oliver. He stops at the bank to meet his loan officer. While waiting, he schedules a payment and makes a wire transfer. Wondering about Candice? Yup, still waiting. Candice could be like Oliver if she uses Co-op Bank's e-solutions. Make your day easier with Co-op Bank's swift, simple, and secure e-banking platform. Bank on your terms, from anywhere, at any time. Click, tap, done. Banking just got easier.
Welcome home.
It's all about Kesty Band for the ultimate cool down party. It's all about Carnival Encore. You thought we missed it, and now we can't miss it.
Miss Oceanet, girl, I coming home, I will see you again. All day through the night, I dreaming. Yeah, Miss Oceanet, way you turn it up, make it smooth, my darling. When outside is pouring rain.
Dreaming of a summer vacation? We can make it happen. Need a credit card for summer spending? We can make that happen too. Need a loan for Carnival, debt consolidation, education expenses, and more? We've got you covered with a Republic Bank Make It Happen loan. Up to 100% financing, competitive rates, and a chance to win great prizes. Live your best life this summer with financing from Republic Bank. Check out republicgrenada.com or visit us today to get your summer started right with a Make It Happen loan.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Grenada, get ready for an event like no other as One Don Promotions presents Groovy White, a night where we celebrate groovy music on Saturday, July 19th at Radisson Hotel Car Park, featuring live from Trinidad, Mikel Teja, Ding Dong. Also featuring College Boy Jesse and Kote. And from Grenada, the ultimate soca champion, Black Adan. See my exit a new man. Two Blacks, Thaleen, Mr. Golden, Vaughn, and much more. Hosted by Shortleg and Rachel Price. Early bird tickets are $75. General admission $100. VIP $400. Available at all authorized ticket outlets and gotofed.com. Saturday, July 19th. Don't miss Groovy White as we celebrate groovy music at the Radisson Hotel Car Park. It's back! Grenada! The NLA gives you chances for free access to SMC shows and other major shows from July 14th to August 9th. Every time you spend $15 in Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway in a single purchase, check your ticket to see if the words "You are a winner" is written on it. And just like that, your access is granted. Present your winning ticket at the gate of your preferred Carnival show for free entry. Over 450 gate passes are up for winnings instantly, Monday to Saturday. Secure yours early. The more $15 you spend in daily games, the more chances you have to win free gate passes. Spice Mass is on, and the NLA is making your Carnival dreams affordable. See stores for show options. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, proud main sponsor of Spice Mass 2025.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
No more long lines to collect monthly allowances. Seed beneficiaries are now tapping into convenience using their own ATM cards. The rest of the details in this report.
More than 1,000 recipients of the Support for Education, Empowerment and Development Program SEED will no longer have to wait in long lines at SEED offices to receive their payments. This week, the Ministry of Social Development began distribution of SEED ATM cards at the Grenville Secondary School in St. Andrew. Each beneficiary receives a card and a secure PIN, allowing them to withdraw their monthly allowance at any Connex ATM across the island. Kinder Developed, SEED Program Manager, says distribution began on Monday and will continue at district offices to accommodate individuals who missed the initial handout.
Tomorrow, we will be back at our sub-office where we will continue the distribution of the SEED card for persons who did not show up this week, and it will be a continuous. So if you did not receive your card within the day that was allotted to you, however, we will still continue the distribution. However, we will be at our sub-office in Grenville. So the main aim of this initiative is to really give the beneficiary an opportunity to access the cash that is best convenient to them. With the card, they do not have to worry about missing the 3 days that is allocated for payment. They do not have to rush to the revenue offices or the district offices to collect the cash or wait in long lines, or even have to, for persons who serving as agent, they do not have to take time off from their work to go to the revenue offices or the district offices to collect the cash. They will have a card and they will access the funds on the card at a time that is best convenient to you.
All banking fees associated with the cards will be covered by the government of Grenada. However, the card is limited to ATM withdrawals only and cannot be used for online transaction or tap and pay services in stores or supermarkets. The ballot assured that staff will support beneficiaries as they adapt to using the cards.
We're not just giving them the card and expect them to know it all. We are here. We will show them, we will guide them to make sure that they are able. And when we see that, okay, well, yes, this beneficiary could really do it on their own, then we will let you go. The main aim of this process is for our SEED beneficiary to access the cash at a best time convenient to them. You know, they do not have to worry about missing the 3 days that is allocated to them during our payment period.
Distribution has already been completed in St. George, and when the St. Andrew distribution is finished, the next phase will be St. David.
So we completed St. George's and we are currently in the parish of St. Andrew. Then we are moving to the parish of St. David's. Then we're going to St. Patrick's, St. John and St. Mark's. What we're doing, we're hitting the bigger parishes first. The parishes that have the large amount of beneficiary that is going to the treasury, that is the parish we're targeting first. So hence the reason why we started in St. George's, we moved to St. Andrew, we will be moving to St. David's and to the other parishes. We look to complete that rollout by September of this year.
The ministry is encouraging all beneficiaries to stay informed through official channels for updates on card distribution dates in their respective parishes. The island-wide rollout of the initiative marks a significant step towards greater efficiency and accessibility in the delivery of social support services. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
The story to report: the Investment Migration Agency Grenada has officially approved 2 new international companies, one based in Malta and the other in Dubai, as marketing agents for Grenada's Citizenship by Investment (CBI) program. Here's all we know. The appointments, which fall under the purview of the Citizenship by Investment Committee chaired by Richard Duncan, were announced via official notices published in the Government Gazette on July 11, 2025. The new newly authorized agents or PAS Fisco of Dubai, United Arab Emirates, which was granted approval in March 2025. The company, located at DSO Ivza Properties Dubai Silicon Oasis, has been issued license number GCBI MA087 dated March 24, 2025. Imin Malta Limited is based at Portomaso Business Tower 1 in St. Julian's, Malta. The company received its marketing agent license GCBI MA089 in June 2025, with the official approval dated June 10, 2025. Under Section 13 of the Grenada Citizenship by Investment Act 2013, a marketing agent is defined as any individual or entity who or that promotes, markets, or disseminates information about the program, either locally or internationally, and works to identify prospective applicants for citizenship or permanent residency by investment through submission to the committee via a licensed local agent. Both notices were signed by Thomas Anthony, Chief Executive Officer of the Investment Migration Agency, Grenada. The addition of PAS Fisco and Imin Malta Limited brings the number of international marketing agents for Grenada's CBI program to over 30. Well, Grenada is importing new coconut varieties to revive industry. More in this report.
A total of 13,800 seed nuts of the Brazilian green dwarf and Pacific tall varieties were officially inspected and offloaded on Wednesday, marking the beginning of a new chapter for coconut farming in the country. This initiative is part of a broader effort to restore the sector, which was severely affected by Hurricanes Ivan and Emily in 2004 and 2005, and further weakened by disease and pest infestation in recent years. The Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry, with support from the World Bank's Food Security Enhancement Project, has taken this major step toward revitalizing Grenada's coconut industry by importing the 2 new varieties of coconut seed nuts from Mexico. Teams from the ministry's Extension Department have already begun nursery preparation to support early growth and distribution. According to the ministry, this project not only aims to boost local coconut production, but also has export potential, with future markets targeted in the U.S., Canada, and the European Union. Products such as coconut water, oils, confectionaries, and other byproducts are expected to benefit from the increased supply. The effort is being spearheaded by Senior Agricultural Officer Troy Augustine, an agronomist in training who leads the national coconut sector. He is working closely with the Extension Department, the Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute, CARDI, and the Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association, the GCNA. The importation follows a nationwide sensitization campaign to educate farmers on best practices in coconut production, including how to identify and manage pest infestation, make traps, and apply the right agronomic techniques. Officials say the initiative will contribute to national food and nutrition security while improving the livelihoods of rural communities across the island. Christina John, GBN News.
Still to come in Network News. Grace Training and Certification Center expands its facility.
JKT Entertainment is bringing the heat. It's time to feel the sound and smell the burn. Bass and burn, cars and noise. The automotive experience of the year. July 26th and 27th at the National Stadium Car Park. It's 2 days of adrenaline-fueled madness with over 30 show cars from Trinidad, including Lethal Auto, MacGyver Sounds, and Simplicity Creations, plus Grenada's own beasts bringing the noise. noise.
He'll say you got come touch me then.
Early bird tickets are just $50. After that, it's $60. Get yours now at gotofed.com and all authorized ticket outlets. Gates open at 11 a.m. on both days. Sponsored by Country Cold Store, SP's International, Campari, Stag, Rubis, Fast Sprint, Waggy Tea, GMC, Rainbow Janitorial, Eco Blue, Spice Style Automotive, and McIntyre Brothers.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen them on the waters in Dubai. We've seen them on the water in Miami. Now, they're here in Grenada. The most exciting, electrifying, and unique water sport experience to hit Grenada. Grenada Jet Cars. Book a car today. Call 473-406-JCAR or 5227. Visit our website at grenadajetcar.com or follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Grenada Jet Cars. Enjoy a fun-filled ride across the waters of Grenada.
Ah, this is going to be fun. This is fun. This is fun. This is fun. This is fun.
It happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep. Including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Good morning and welcome to Grenada Distillers. Just reminding you that we offer consignment and credit arrangements. The procedures are very easy, so come on now.
Our procedure is quite simple. Go up the stairs on the right-hand side of Nick Barrow House. Go upstairs where an attendant will hand you out some forms to fill out. Once filled out, they'll be handed back to the attendant and will be reviewed.
Calling the CARICOM community, assembling Global Africa, the 4th edition of the Afri-Caribbean Trade Investment Forum. Active 2025 is coming to St. George, Grenada, this 28th to 29th July. Join government and business leaders, investors, and trade and finance institutions to explore the theme, resilience and transformation, enhancing Africa-Caribbean economic cooperation in an era of global uncertainty. Be there as we stand together to strengthen our commercial ties, to promote shared trade and investment opportunities, and unlock prosperity for Africa, the Caribbean, and the wider diaspora. The 4th Afri-Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum. Reserve your place now at active2025.com.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
With fresh classrooms and brighter horizons, Gray's Training and Certification Center has opened the doors of its newly expanded facility in partnership with the people and government of Japan. More in this report.
Gray's Training and Certification Center unveiled its newly expanded facility to the public on Thursday. The expansion, valued at US $118,117 was made possible through grant funding from Japan's Grant Assistance for Grassroots Human Security Project. It will now accommodate additional classes and provide a state-of-the-art learning environment for Caribbean Vocational Qualification, CVQ, and other vocational training programs. The center currently offers courses in administrative assistance, occupational health and safety, and more. Over the years, it has partnered with the Ministry of Education and Youth, the National Training Agency, and other stakeholders to train hundreds of young people across Grenada. Japan's newly appointed ambassador, His Excellency Akima Yumizawa, who has been in office for just 2 days, expressed his country's delight in supporting such an initiative.
Then look at here. This training center provide you and improve your skill and knowledge, and definitely it's contribute to the growth of your country. So I want to see that your graduation or your completion of your study and learning to contribute to the growth of this country.
Founder and director of the center, Beverly Gray, extended heartfelt thanks to Japan for helping her realize a lifelong dream.
One of the most significant challenges has been space to grow, innovated, and serve more. Today, that barrier has been lifted. With heartfelt appreciation, we thank the government and people of Japan for their generous support, which made the construction of this state-of-the-art facility possible. It is now a beacon of progress, fully equipped to deliver hands-on, real-world training in an inspiring learning environment. we approach the next chapter with humility and deep awareness of the responsibility entrusted in us. Our mission remains firm.
The new expansion marks a significant milestone for Grace Training and Certification Center as it continues to empower Grenada's youth through skills development and vocational training. With renewed support and modern facilities, the center is poised to make an even greater impact in building a more skilled and resilient workforce for the future. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Sports news after the break.
Refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools and appliances for all residential, commercial and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Hello sporting fans. Ace Track Club continued its active preparation for two upcoming regional engagements. Grenada only recently captured overall first place in a NACAC Age Group Championship in Nicaragua. That was followed up by a national record established at the Barbados Grand Prix. Veteran coach Wayne Maxwell said the euphoria of their recent exploit is still in the air.
We are preparing right now to go to the NACAC Seniors the 15th to the 17th of August. But we have a meet in Trinidad, which is the Senior Championships, and it's on the 1st to the 3rd of August. So we are preparing to go to Trinidad to have a practice, you could say, before we go off to Seniors. The main thing for the NACAC Seniors for us here is to have our relay teams 4x1 and 4x4 qualify. These guys have just broken the national 4x4 record, which we held for the last 23 years, and now they're trying to do it again, and then probably to get qualification for Worlds, or at least get close enough so we could start making a mark, because it's about time we do something.
Jamaica is inching closer to regaining its place in the Caribbean Premier League, CPL, with discussions around a new franchise reaching an advanced stage. While the upcoming 2025 season will proceed without a Jamaica-based team, it is becoming increasingly likely that the island will return to the CPL fold in 2026. The push follows the departure of the Jamaica Talawars, who were forced to sell back their franchise to the CPL due to financial constraints, including a lack of sustainable support from the Jamaica government. The team has since been relocated and rebranded as Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. However, momentum is building for a fresh start. Reports from early suggested that the new Jamaican franchise will be backed by an Indian Premier League IPL ownership group, bringing renewed investment and global expertise into the CPL. The move is seen as part of a broader strategy to strengthen the CPL's commercial model by deepening its ties with one of the world's most successful T20 leagues. We can tell you too, the CPL has expressed strong interest in returning to Jamaica, given its passionate cricket fan base and the island's historical significance to West Indies cricket. However, government involvement remains critical especially regarding long-term viability and infrastructural readiness. Should all the pieces fall into place, Jamaica's return to the CPL in 2026 could mark a major resurgence for cricket on the island, reigniting fan enthusiasm and creating fresh opportunities for players, sponsors, and the local economy. This one to report, West Indies all-rounder Andre Russell will retire from international cricket after 2 matches of the upcoming T20 series against Australia. The big-hitting batsman and seamer will play 2 farewell games at his home ground of Sabina Park in Jamaica. Russell has played 1 Test, 56 one-day internationals and 84 T20 internationals for West Indies, winning the T20 World Cup in 2012 and 2016. He struck 2,114 runs in these appearances, with 157 fours and 147 sixes, and took 132 wickets. Talk about that one. The 37-year-old has only played in the 20-over format since 2019 and retires with less than a year to go until the 2026 World Cup. According to Cricket West Indies, Russell has been selected on merit for his final 2 appearances. Russell is the second senior player to retire from the West Indies setup in recent months after Nicholas Pooran stepped away in June at the age of 29. He is a fixture on the T20 franchise circuit, playing 561 games in the shortest format in games around the world. The matches at Sabina Park on July 20 and 22 will be followed by 3 more fixtures in St. Kitts and Nevis, with the last game scheduled for July 28. We wish Andre Russell the very best. Thank you for your service. That is the sports news for now. All right, the Jamaica government has allocated $350 million to mitigate the impact of the dry period. More in this report.
First this evening, relief is coming for citizens affected by drought.
Minister without portfolio with responsibility for water, Matthew Samuda, during a press briefing today, announced what he described as a suite of measures for citizens, including farmers, for the country's forecaster says will be a prolonged dry period.
And Jamila Maitland reports.
Another year, another drought. And although it's the hurricane season, the Met Service is warning of hot days ahead.
In the period that we are currently in, going on till next week, we are expecting lots of dryness, mainly over the southern part of the island. And you see that large area of reds and browns that is south of the island, but somewhat impacting on the island of Jamaica. So we are expecting that we will have some amount of rainfall, that it will change the picture somewhat, but that is as we go toward the end of 2025.
Head of the Water Resources Authority, Peter Clark, says streams, wells and springs will be impacted. Although the authority represents minor water systems, it's a major source for hundreds of thousands of customers in rural Jamaica. For its part, the National Water Commission says the Hermitage and Mona dams are at 62% and 50% capacity respectively. For now, there are no scheduled water lockoffs, but the NWC's acting president Garth Jackson did not rule it out.
We are looking at modulating the supplies and actually regulating supplies between discrete supply zones so that we can actually maintain service to all on a daily basis, however reducing the actual output from the facilities. Today we will be recommissioning the Beverly Hills well and the Cavaliers wells.
This, he says, will put an additional 2 million gallons of water in circulation. He further explained that only 44 of the 400 water systems managed by the NWC are currently impacted by the drought. 23 of those systems are currently operating below 50% capacity. Communities in Portland, St. Anne, St. Catherine and Clarendon are mainly affected. In response, the government is allocating $350 million to assist citizens already experiencing drought conditions. Minister without portfolio with responsibility for water, Matthew Samuda.
Those measures will include $250 million, which will be executed by the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, which will see trucking, something I hate to discuss, but trucking that will be directed through members of Parliament to the tune of approximately $150 million. It will see further trucking support to the National Water Commission of approximately $50 million to service critical infrastructure and $50 million towards additional tank purchases.
He says the remaining amount will go towards farmers.
We will execute drought mitigation measures for our farmers to the tune of $100 million. That will be shared between water, trucking, drip irrigation systems, and grass purchases. He will speak to that in greater detail later this week.
Jamila Maitland, TVJ News.
Further afield, 16 and 17-year-olds will be able to vote at the next general elections in the UK under government's plan to lower the voting age. More in this report.
Government is lowering the voting age here in the UK. It will allow 16 and 17-year-olds to vote in the next general election for the first time. The current age is 18. The Labour Party made the promise in its manifesto last year. 16-year-olds are already allowed to vote in elections for the devolved parliaments in Scotland and Wales. The pledge is part of a new elections bill which will also expand voter ID options and move towards automatic registration. The government says the move will ensure that UK's democracy is fit for the 21st century. Our political correspondent Jack Fenwick has more.
How old should you have to be able to vote in a general election? Last year, Labour pledged to lower the age for all UK elections to 16. That had already happened for some votes in Scotland and Wales. And today, ministers have said they hope the change will be in place by the time of the next general election, expected in 4 years.
This is a seismic change in terms of how our democracy works and giving young people a say in the future of our politics and our country.
But it's not without controversy. The Liberal Democrats have long been in favour of the move, but Reform say you shouldn't be able to vote if you're not old enough to be a candidate, and the Conservatives aren't happy either.
Why does this government think a 16-year-old can vote, but not be allowed to buy a lottery ticket, an alcoholic drink, marry or go to war, or even stand in the elections they're voting in? Isn't the government's position on the age of majority just hopelessly confused?
So what do those affected think of the idea?
Even when you go to school, young people are so politically engaged, but
I feel like many young people don't know what to do, or they feel like sometimes shunned a bit from democracy and decision making.
It's really important this is done in the right way, that education is brought in to make sure that young people feel interested in voting.
It's amazing. It's something that a lot of young people have wanted for a long time.
The change is part of a package of announcements about elections. The government has also said that UK-issued bank cards will be able to be used as ID for elections. Ministers are looking at plans for an automated voter registration scheme, and loopholes that let foreign donors donate to UK political parties via shell companies will be closed.
We just have time to remind you of the headlines after this. This is GBN, a reminder of the headlines. Police investigating deaths of baby in daycare and teenager in Vendham. Manager of Melva Street Fish Market, Sean Niles, responds to last weekend's incident at Fish Market. Melva Street Fisherfolk calling for better communication and support. Seed beneficiaries now tapping into convenience with ATM cards. Also in the news, regionally, $350 million to mitigate drought conditions across Jamaica. Internationally, UK's voting age to be lowered to 16 by next general election. Plus in the sports news, Andre Russell to retire from international cricket, while Team Grenada continues preparation for major regional outings. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom. Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast. Have a good night.